Hello everyone, welcome to HuletLingo. Today's video is gonna be a super quick one. It's just gonna be on what Amharic is, quick facts about it. I felt like this would be a good foundation for us before we start learning about the specifics of the language. Just knowing some quick facts would actually help us later on. So I don't want to ramble like I usually do in all of my videos, so I'm just gonna get started. So what is Amharic? Amharic, or Amharinya, is a Semitic language and is also an Afro-Asiatic language. It is also one of the official languages of Ethiopia and the second largest Semitic language, right after Arabic. Amharic has a variety of local dialects. These are marked by the differences in pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar. In this class, we will learn the Addis Ababa dialect because that is the one that I have. That's the one I used. So I'm not going to teach you any other dialects, but like the next fact states, if you know one dialect, you can talk to anyone from who uses a different dialect, basically. It's not like it has any major differences. It's just, like I said, slight changes in pronunciations, slight changes in grammar rules, but everything is really one dialect is not gonna keep you from understanding another dialect, basically. So quick spoken rules for Amharic. Stress in Amharic does not affect the meaning of a word. The grammatical structure of Amharic is similar to the other Semitic languages, using both prepositions and postpositions to show relations in sentences. Nouns are marked for two genders, masculine and feminine. That is different from English. English does not have feminine and masculine nouns, but Amharic does. So keep that in mind when we're learning the vocabulary words. Know that the verbs, the nouns, and things like that are going to change based on if it is masculine or feminine. There are four cases: nominative, genitive, accusative, and vocative. Amharic verb roots usually consist of 3 to 5 consonants. We'll go in detail when we get to those sections. For the verbs and the nouns, those are going to be way ahead of us later on. It's not going to be something we're going to be worrying about the first few lessons, but it's just a good idea to keep in mind. Let's continue on with the spoken rules. So verbs are marked for person, number, and gender. Verbs agree with their subjects and sometimes with their direct or indirect objects. There are two aspects: the imperfect and the perfect. Again, this might not you might not understand what any of this means, but it's just keep in mind, and then we'll go in detail later on in future videos. There are also 4 moods. And then verbs are marked for voice, active, and passive. This is similar to English. You can have an active verb or a passive verb. The standard word order in Amharic, this is quite different from English, is subject, object, verb. All modifiers precede the noun that they modify. Usually in English, we might do subject, verb, object, or subject, verb, indirect object, object. But for Amharic, it's going to be subject, object, and then verb. The verb usually ends the sentence. And then some quick writing rules. Again, we're not going to be worrying about writing for the first few lessons, but again, just keep these rules in mind so that later on when we start discussing them, you're like, oh, I remember she mentioned this, or I have some idea of what she's talking about. Amharic is written using a left to right system developed from the Ge'ez script. It's written in a script called Fidel. There are 33 primary characters. Each of the primary characters have 7 forms, depending on the vowel being pronounced. initially the script has symbols for consonants but not for vowels, but in the 3rd century they added vowels. So these were just quick facts that I wanted to throw out, get your mind thinking about what the lessons are gonna be like, and just to help you set like a good foundation for the next few lessons. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to ask them. I'm sure this video is gonna be like of course you're gonna have a lot of, it won't make sense. Let me rephrase that. So basically this video is supposed to serve as a foundation. It's not supposed to, you're not gonna understand everything that I discussed in here. It's just supposed to help you. You're gonna keep that in mind, and then later on, as we kind of start discussing the different rules that are in Amharic, you'll be like, hey, I remember she mentioned something about this. Now it makes sense. So this is just supposed to help us and be our foundation for this class. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like and of course subscribe. And as always, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I'm recording this on a Saturday, so if you're watching this on a Saturday, happy weekend. I hope you do something fun today. And if you're not watching this on a weekend and it's a weekday and you have work and stuff, good luck with that. Well, as always, I hope, like I said, I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching. Bye.